What if I told you that philosophers from over 2,000 years ago already solved the problems you're facing today? While we're drowning in modern stress, anxiety, and confusion, ancient masters like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Aristotle developed 7 powerful rules that can completely transform how you think and live. These aren't just old ideas, they're life-changing principles that are more relevant now than ever before. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll have the wisdom of the greatest minds in history, the ancient secret to breaking free from your mental prison. Most people live their entire lives trapped in the same small bubble, never daring to venture beyond their comfort zone. But ancient philosophers understood something profound. Your environment shapes your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your destiny. Seneca wisely observed that we should look at the stars lighting up the sky. No one of them stays in the same place. This isn't just poetic language, it's a fundamental truth about human growth. When you expand your horizons through travel, new experiences, or simply changing your daily routine, you literally rewire your brain for enhanced thinking. The universe is vast and full of possibilities, but you'll never discover them from the safety of your familiar surroundings. Why your obsession with money is making you miserable. Here's a truth that will shock most people: the wealthiest individuals are often the most miserable, while those who focus on wisdom and virtue tend to find genuine fulfillment. Epicurus understood this paradox perfectly when he said, "If a little is not enough for you, then nothing is." Modern society has brainwashed us into believing that net worth equals self-worth, but ancient philosophers saw right through this illusion. Money is merely a tool, not a scorecard for your life's value. When you make wealth your primary focus, your other faculties, relationships, creativity, wisdom, and inner peace begin to crumble. It's like building a mansion on sand. Eventually, the foundation will collapse. The mind control technique that even emperors used. Marcus Aurelius wasn't just a philosopher, he was literally the most powerful man on earth during his time. Yet he understood a secret that most people never learn. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is the ultimate life hack that can end anxiety and stress forever. In our modern world, we're constantly worried about things completely outside our control: the economy, other people's opinions, natural disasters, political situations. But every moment you spend worrying about uncontrollable events is a moment stolen from your actual power. The Stoics developed this principle into a practical daily practice. Clearly distinguish between what you can control, your thoughts, actions, and responses, and what you cannot, everything else. Then invest 100% of your energy into what you can actually influence. The counterintuitive truth about kindness that will surprise you. Society has it completely backwards when it comes to kindness. We think kind people are weak, naive, or easily taken advantage of. But ancient philosophers understood that kindness actually requires tremendous strength and intelligence. Cato, the younger, explained this beautifully. I begin to speak only when I'm certain what I'll say isn't better left unsaid. True kindness isn't about being a pushover, it's about having such deep understanding and self-control that you can respond to hostility with wisdom rather than react with anger. Think about it. Anyone can get angry, scream, or seek revenge. That's the easy path that requires no skill. But choosing kindness, especially toward those who don't deserve it, requires the highest level of emotional intelligence and inner strength, the friendship filter that ancient masters used to avoid. Toxic people. Cicero revealed one of the most important secrets about human relationships. Friendship improves happiness and abates misery by doubling our joys and dividing our grief. But here's what most people miss: not everyone deserves to be called a friend. Ancient philosophers understood that friendship is a state of mutual trust, which means you need to be extremely selective about who gets access to your inner circle. In today's world of social media friends and networking contacts, we've forgotten the true meaning of friendship. Real friends are those rare individuals who you can trust with your vulnerabilities, who celebrate your successes without jealousy, and who support you through failures without judgment. Clear out the fake friends, energy vampires, and fair weather companions. Focus your emotional investment on the few people who truly deserve it. The ancient approach to mental clarity that beats modern solutions. Pythagoras discovered something that modern society desperately needs to remember. Strength of mind rests in sobriety, for this keeps your reason unclouded by passion. We live in a world where alcohol, drugs, and various forms of escapism are not just normalized, but celebrated. While these substances might temporarily numb pain or provide artificial confidence, they come with a hidden cost. They rob you of the mental clarity needed for wisdom and growth. Ancient philosophers weren't Puritans. They understood that true freedom comes from mastering yourself, rather than being mastered by external substances or quick fixes. Every time you choose to face your problems with a clear mind rather than escape them, you build genuine strength and wisdom that no external force can take away. The ultimate responsibility shift that changes everything. This final rule is the most powerful and the most difficult to accept. Plato stated it perfectly. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. The moment you truly accept that your life is 100% your responsibility, not your parents', not society's, not your circumstances, everything changes. This doesn't mean blaming yourself for things that happen to you, but it does mean taking complete ownership of how you respond to everything that happens to you. Most people spend their entire lives waiting to be rescued, making excuses, or blaming external factors for their problems. But the ancient masters understood that this victim mentality is the real prison. When you accept total responsibility for your thoughts, actions, and results, you suddenly realize you have the power to create any life you want. If these ancient wisdom principles resonated with you, then you're ready to dive deeper into the most practical philosophy ever created. I've put together a comprehensive playlist of Stoic wisdom and ancient philosophy that will give you specific daily practices and mindset shifts you can implement immediately. Click the link in the description to access this free resource. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, because I'm releasing new life-changing philosophy content every week. Which of these 7 rules hit you the hardest? Drop a comment below and let me know which ancient wisdom principle you're going to start applying today. Remember, these philosophers didn't just talk about wisdom, they lived it. Now, it's your turn to transform their timeless principles into your modern reality. Your greatest masterpiece. Your life is waiting to be created.